We on.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Matter of Opinions. It's your girl Dust.
This your boy Bamboo. Yeah, it doesn't get no better than that.
Yeah, I see you whipped out your glasses all of a
Nah,
sudden.
nah, nah. I swear to God, I was just fucking with y'all, man.
I mean,
I'm not
you
wearing.
you seem like you might really need them though.
Nah, not me.
Mm,
Not me. I'm good to go.
okay.
Know what I mean?
Hello,
Rather?
Moosters, our good people. How you guys doing?
Oh, we good. We good. We good over here. Know what I'm saying? And then the
Okay.
other one.
So, how was your week so far?
So far, so good. I mean, when I tell you, B, this being at home thing, I could really kind of sort of
Get
like
used to it.
get used to it. You know what I'm saying? I could kind of sort of like get used to it. You know what I mean? But
And what
I
part
mean,
about it?
man, listen, just everything. Give me a chance to catch up on. Give me a chance to catch up on shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Give me a chance to, you know what I'm saying, do shit that I always wanted to do. You know what I mean? I always wanted to get my camper going. You know what I'm saying? I'm finally able to work on that and get that going. You know what I mean?
So, like a RV type camper?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You seen my camper before?
I don't think so. Big Trav says
Yeah.
got the notification. What up, family? Hey, Big Trav. I'm glad you got the notification. That means you click the little bell. So we appreciate that. And for those of you who are new here, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. And don't forget to like, comment, and share. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Definitely, definitely,
Keith says, Yerp. John says, hey, family. Kendall says,
definitely,
hey.
definitely subscribe. Definitely, definitely send some comments in. You know what I'm saying? Because
For sure.
if you don't send comments in, we'll think that everything that we doing is perfect. You know what I mean? So,
Perfect.
hey, listen. Despite what you want to think, if somebody don't tell me that I'm doing something wrong, I think I'm doing it perfect. You
Nah,
know what I
for
mean?
me, if I'm not getting feedback, it either needs to be positive or negative. If it's negative, then it gives me constructive criticism on how it could become better. And if it's not positive, that means I'm not on my job enough to get the positive feedback. So I still need to be doing better to get the positive feedback. Like I'm never just gonna sit complacent.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, and you might not believe me when I tell you this, but just the God's honest truth. Every night that we hang up, the
Mm-hmm.
very next day,
Mm-hmm.
I get people that got comments that be like, "Yo, either Des was dead wrong, or Des don't know what she talking about, or you don't know what you talking about." I'm like, "Yo,
Mm-hmm.
now ain't the time to give that shit to me. The time that you should have gave that to me was when we was on the live." You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Because give me your feedback right away so that give other people a chance to chime in, you know what I mean? And either agree
Mm-hmm.
or disagree. So, I mean, feedback is good for me, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm a what they say, that perfectionist. I try to do everything to
Yes,
perfection. You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? I mean,
Same.
I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I
So
was,
Tranika says, hey, Tranika. Ashley says, so being Boo and Des, I got an update, but hey, FYI, I'm not in a good space with my boo. Yeah,
oh
we're gonna have to
shit.
talk about it because we're gonna have to see what
Well,
happened. If you're willing to divulge, of course, but see what happened and we can
well,
kind of,
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm gonna say is gonna fuck with some people, but it's corrective criticism, and you know what I'm saying, it's from the male aspect of all this shit that's going on. So let's make this perfectly clear, Ash, that you're not the only one going through some shit. You know what I'm saying?
she's
Hold
not.
on, hold on.
No, I
You're
was
not
just
the only,
saying she's not.
oh, you're not the only one going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? We all go through some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's the thing is, and this is just my personal opinion again, it's how we handle it. You know what I'm saying? I say it week after week, and I mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like, communication is key. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? If you can't communicate with your partner, if you can't, let me see how I can say this shit where people feel comfortable. If you can't communicate with your partner, if your partner can't come and be at his or her weakest moment, then what the fuck are you there for? You know what I'm saying? I should be able to go to my spouse and be like, yo, this is bothering me. Whether it's something that she did or she didn't do. You know what I'm saying? And I think what we have to do is we have to understand that getting in the relationship is the easy part. Staying in the
Staying in is
relationship
hard.
is the hard part. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I don't, I really don't give a fuck. I have an aggressive way of handling shit. I really do. You know what I mean? Like, if we beefing, you know what I'm saying? I'll literally look at my wife and be like, yo, you ready to act like adults now? Because we've been acting like a kid for all week. Let's start to act like an adult. And and Ash, I'm not sure if you have children or not, but let me just
I
say
don't believe
this.
she does.
Let me just say this. Or for those who have children, you know what I'm saying? Your child or your children should be the last to know that y'all even into it. You know what
I
I'm saying?
agree. Hmm.
Like, it's no way that, your child should be taking sides with either the father or the mother,
Hmm.
no matter how old they are.
And no
You know what
bashing
I'm
the
saying?
opposite
Yeah.
parent to the
I
child.
don't
Like,
I don't do that shit at all. You know what I'm
hmm.
saying? I just be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I put on a fake face for a long time. I put on a fake face for like 3-4 days. You know what I'm saying? Before I,
Well, you know, I could put on a fake
yeah,
face for a
boy.
year or more.
So I before I literally address the issue. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't go longer than 3 or 4 days. I mean, I give people time to cool what we call the fuck down. I give people time to think about what the fuck happened, and more importantly, think about how we're going to resolve this issue.
Hmm.
Because I'm gonna be the first to tell you, man, that on some real shit, like, divorce is the easiest fucking way out of this shit.
It is.
It's the easiest fucking way. And I mean, I'm gonna say something that might offend people, but don't give a fuck at this point. Divorce is the coward way out.
I would say, depending
Hold
on the
on.
circumstance, you
It's the
know,
it's the
some people
coward
need to be divorced, but
it's the coward way out. And the reason why I say it's the coward way out is because we owe each other a conver goddamn sation. We owe each other that. You know,
mhm,
if the conversation is gonna say we're gonna work it out, then we need to have a conversation about that. If the conversation is that we're gonna end this shit, then we need to have a conversation about that.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? If we got children let me repeat this because it's imperative that I repeat this.
Oh shoot! Now you've been studying up on your words.
No,
I'm proud of
dead
you.
ass. If you have children involved, it is important that you have a conversation with your other half, that whether y'all gonna split up or stay together, but there's a conversation that you have about what are we gonna do about us, and what's more important is, after we decide what the fuck we gonna do about us, now how are we gonna co-parent, or how are we gonna exist in the same house with our children?
Right,
Because our children should not know our problems.
right.
They shouldn't have to deal with it. It is they don't have to. That's not a burden
That they
that you
should
should be
carry.
putting on them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These little fuckers got to go to school, and let them focus on that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, without preaching to people, you know what I'm saying?
Too late. You
Ash,
already are.
Ash, you're not the only one that go through it. It's the end of summer, the beginning of fall. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's going through it.
Well, so before I jump into catching up on these comments, I feel like there's every time there's like some type of retrograde or something going on with the planets and all that stuff, people be going through similar things. And there's been a lot of people, like, even talking to coworkers at work, people are at odds with their, spouses or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, significant other, and it just seems like it's just a season for that right now. And I haven't looked or Googled into anything, but usually it's something going on with the planets and how they align and all that. I'm not big into it, but it just be lining up. And so I'm wondering if that's what's going on now, because it seems like a lot of people in their current state are having like, some relationship issues. And so yeah.
Man, figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we already got a high divorce rate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
yes.
let me be the first, so I don't seem like I'm, you know what I'm saying, being whatever the fuck it is. But I've been divorced before. You know what I mean? So I add to those statistics. You know what I'm saying? But with this particular marriage that I'm in right now, that's not an option right now. That's not a fucking option.
So you ain't gonna let her go?
Now we're gonna have to listen. We're gonna have to figure some shit out. And trust me, we go through our shit. You know what I'm saying? We go through our shit. You know what I mean?
So
And
if she say, I'm done. You can be like, hold on now, hold on.
oh, I'm
Have
be
a
like, yeah,
seat.
I'm be like, all right, cool. Well, give me some mayonnaise to go on that because I'm glad the food done, but you're not. You're not. You know what I'm
She
saying?
ain't
Like,
going nowhere.
man, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Man, I got 25 years invested in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 50 fucking 1 years old. I'm halfway out the door. I ain't got time to be chasing nobody else, trying to groom nobody else for this bullshit that I put
Groom them.
for this bullshit that I'm putting people through. You know what
I'm
I'm
glad
saying?
you know.
Like
See,
on
the
some real
first
shit.
step is admitting.
What we need to do as couples, I'm telling you, couples find other couples to talk to.
Absolutely.
Find other couples to talk to because once you do that, you're gonna come to the realization that, oh shit, I'm not the only one going through this shit. Somebody else is going through this shit too, or somebody else has been through this shit. So what can
100%.
I do? You gonna ask that person, yo, what can I do to get through this shit? And
Yep.
hopefully they got some solid
And you
advice.
feel not alone. But
Yeah,
let
and
me
it's
dive
just like
into these
it's just
comments.
like yo, on some real shit, Ash. I sympathize with you, but I want you to understand, man. That it gets greater later. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that open line of communication with your spouse. You know what I'm saying? Don't do little petty shit to him, and he shouldn't do it to you. You know what I'm saying? If y'all just not in agreement right now, it's just for fucking right fucking now. It's not gonna be like this forever. It's just for fucking now. And once we get it together, man, like as people of color, man, as people in whole, man, we look so good when we together. We look so good when we on the same fucking page. We look so fucking good when we in the same fucking book.
Yeah.
But you gotta talk. You gotta talk. You gotta figure out, yo, how did we get here? And more important, how the fuck do we get out of here? We can't stay in a dark place. You know what I'm saying? Because then you start to say shit to hurt each other. You start to do shit to hurt each other. And people can't unforget the shit that you do. People damn sure can't unhear the shit that you say. You know what I
But most
mean?
of the time, people don't stumble into the dark space. Like it's a buildup of getting there, and then sometimes one person will do the talking or the complaining and expressing on what the issue is, and the other person doesn't put in the effort until that other person that was trying had enough, and it's too late. Like I'm just tired of talking.
I
But
get that.
anyway,
I get
well,
that.
I'm
But
gonna read
if
these
you
comments to
if
catch up
well,
because it's
hold
starting to
on.
get it's
Hold on one
starting to get
second,
really
one second,
long.
one second, one second. Remember, we had a couple of shows ago, and I mentioned a word to you. I said the word fester, right? Don't let shit build up. Address it right the fuck away. Just address it. Hey, listen, you say something I don't like. Yo, listen, I don't like that. Let's not try to do that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's you know what I mean. But if you keep letting shit pile up, pile up, pile up, pile up, pile up, what's gonna wind up happening is you're gonna explode. And when
Mm-hmm.
you fucking explode, then the other person, whether it's a him or her, they're gonna say, "Oh well, I didn't really know you felt that way, so you should have said something when the fuck it happened." And instead of that person listening to what you're saying, They're looking for a rebuttal. So address shit when it happens. And I'm not saying address, you forgot to bring me the fucking ketchup. I'm not talking about that shit. Address the shit that bothers you when it happens. Don't let it fester. Go ahead, guest. I
Yeah.
apologize.
So Jasmine says bamboo, yes, thanks. John says true. Christopher says facts. John says I agree. John says a year or more. Damn. I mean, maybe, well, it depends on the situation. I have cut people off for a year, 2 years, indefinitely. Like, it's just, that's just what it is. I'm gonna protect my peace. And if you don't like it, don't fucking talk to me. I ain't talking to you anyway. So that's just, that's just what it is.
Man, life is his greatest lesson.
Mhm.
Life itself, man.
Keith says, boy, that therapy working. I see you, good brother. Tranika says,
Facts.
divorce is not the coward way out all the time. I
It
agree.
is. It is.
Ashley says, no kids, baby, but he and I just not seeing eye to eye. We spoke about the situation and nothing is working. I'm not married to him. It's been almost 3 months together. So I feel like 3 months is still kind of like, not kind of, still the honeymoon phase. And so, yes,
Yeah,
arguments
but
will happen. But if they're big blow ups and you're not able to communicate to work past it, it may not be worth your time or energy. Now, I'm not saying that the second that you have a disagreement with somebody means don't work it out. But again, it shouldn't be big blow ups. Like, this is the happy stage because,
yeah,
I mean, not
facts.
being funny, it gets tougher from here. If you ain't the happy is now, I just,
Yeah, this the this
you need good this time to help see you through the tough times.
yeah,
You
this
didn't
the
build enough
phase
up like
where
that.
the pussy good, the meals is being made and all the other shit. I mean, 3 months, but actually I'm gonna tell you this, man, and somebody told me this. So it's only right that I share with you, man, that sometimes God put people in your life for a reason. Sometimes God put people in your life for a season.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta know and differ which one it is. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? But if you feel like this is your guy, this is the one, this is for you, then by all means, man, don't be afraid to put everything you got on it. Don't be
Right.
afraid to put, roll the dice. You know what I'm saying? But to play devil's advocate, you know, 3 months is a little time. 3 months is a little time, and sometimes I've said it before, and I'll say it again, man. Don't let people show you who they really are twice. When people tell you who they are and show you
Believe
who
him the
they are,
first time.
believe them.
Yeah. So Valerie says, agreed, Tranika. John says, that's LOL. I don't even know what you said that to at this point. It's been, you know. Travis says, I feel you being boo. John says, 50th what? Dre says, what's good? Hey, Dre. Bella says, I pray for everyone going through anything right now. Hello,
Yeah,
Dustin
fact.
Bamboo. Hi, Bella, and thank you for the well wishes. Keith says, on this topic, too long.
Man,
I
fuck
agree. I
Keith.
definitely, I
Shut your
definitely think
ass
it's
up,
time to move
Keith.
on.
Not well,
Um,
you know why he's saying that? Because the fucker's happy. That's why. The fucker's engaged. He's happy. He's living his best life.
Congratulations.
You know what I mean? So he's happy. You know? So yeah. But listen,
So
let me
now
just say that
you've been
anybody
saying, let
shut
me
your
just say,
ass
let
up.
me just say, let me
Let me
just say, since 9 o'clock, it's 9:19, and
let
you
me
still let
just
me just saying.
let me just say that if somebody going through some shit, man, I'll spend a whole episode to make sure you're okay. I really would, man, because I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? I've walked in your shoes. I've bought your shoes before. I've wore your shoes with no socks. And I'm telling you, man, I've been there. So, it's okay. I promise you it'll be okay. Either way, it's gonna be okay. Because at the end of the day gotta end.
Right. Travis says, congratulations, brother. So now there's this topic, right? And Sean, you could put the thing up on the screen,
And
but
don't
it's a
forget to like,
man
subscribe, and share.
for sure. A man says that he will not step in if his baby mother is being physically abused by her new boyfriend
Okay.
because it's not his responsibility. She's no longer under my protection. And so my thing is, if it's the mother of your child, regardless of if you're with her as a couple or not, for me personally, like, wouldn't you want the other parent that you share a child with to be okay? Because if they're not okay, they can't fulfill their role as that parent to your child. So it's like we're a team. It doesn't have to be anything romantically involved, but if we should be able to help each other out and keep the united front so that our child can get the best. It's not about, oh, well, you're not under my protection no more. We family, whether we like it or not. We family. We share a common child. We are family. And so why would you want your child seeing this person being abused or going through this and that, whatever? And so that's my opinion.
Man,
what do you guys think in the comments too?
I could not disagree with you anymore. I could not. So let's just make this clear that when you're in a relationship, a man's first job is to provide. His next job is to protect. When you choose to come out of that union, then I no longer am going to put myself at risk for you. If he, man, and I don't condone violence in any sense, but if he going upside her goddamn head, that's not my motherfucking business. I am not. No, I'm gonna tell you why. I've been through this shit. I'm not gonna say no names this time. Well, it all depends on how I feel. But I've been through this shit where I've helped somebody and the police got called on me. And through the grace of God, I didn't get arrested. But then this person came to the very next family function with the person that I put hands on. So
I'm not saying that you got to put hands on them necessarily. What I'm saying is, if let's say there's a domestic situation, right? The person put their hands on the mother of your child. She doesn't have anywhere to go just to leave in the middle of the night like that. Would you open your doors for her to sleep on your couch or whatever the case may be, so that she's out of harm's way?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Give me my children while you work your situation out. And I will only advise the man, I don't give a fuck how much, and I don't condone violence. I don't give a fuck how much you beat her head in. Don't do it around my children. And
where you think is happening around?
And don't put your hands on mine. But it is not the man's job to protect. You hear yourself?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm going to protect my ex? Oh, God, no. You chose to leave.
It's not you protecting your ex. You're protecting the mother of your child.
Oh, no. My job is to protect my children. My job is no longer to protect her. Absolutely.
By protecting her is protecting your children.
Oh, no. Because then what's going to happen, Des? I'm going to go to jail, right? Because it's gotta be that way. Because he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck about her face, and she suck his dick. So what you think he gonna want to do with me? He gonna want to fuck me up too. So I gotta put hands on him. And
all right, and in that instance, it would be self-defense. He came to you looking for the problem, and so he gonna catch the work. My thing is this: if me and Sean weren't together, and he was in a situation where he was in a domestic dispute where the mother of his child was getting physical with him, putting her hands on him, and then trying to call the cops and get him set up and do all this crazy stuff, and he like, listen, he called in the middle of the night, hey, me and the kids, can we come over? Can I stay over there? She wilding out. I just need to figure things out, whatever, Come over. The couch is yours. You'll have a blanket, covers, whatever, all that. If there's a guest room, you be in the guest room, whatever. But I'm gonna open my doors for you because you're the father of my child.
So how do you think that's gonna play over with your new man?
If I have a new partner, these conversations are not new. Like anybody that I would be talking to would know that he's my family. So if things come up, I'm going to help my family. The same way if it was my brother, I'm going to help my brother. If it was my mother, I'm going to help my mother. If it was my grandpa, whoever, if it's a relative that I care for, I'm going to help them. And so if that's not something that you're cool with, then I mean, that's fine. I'm not asking you to go against your values and beliefs. Then we just not a good match, because I'm not going to just be like, well, you figure it out. And then he go to jail or something crazy, because people be wilding, unaliving each other these days. Then something happened, and now the father of my child is not here anymore or locked up. Same thing. Like, how is that benefiting my child in any way, shape, or form? No, I'm gonna help.
So let me ask you a question, because right now I don't think you answer from a logical standpoint.
It is logical. It's completely logical. It's totally for
is
the
not.
benefit of my child.
It's not. And I'm gonna verbally disagree with you right now.
That's fine.
Because if you have a new spouse, it ain't no way in fuck.
It's not gonna get to spouse if he's not okay with the relationship that I have with the child of my
You
with
can
the
have
father of my children.
Yes, you can have all the relationship you want. But if this nigga is having a problem with his woman, you can't come stay here. But what you are inclined to do, I'm willing to let you drop the children off.
Willing to let you drop my kids off where they
Yeah.
live? What kind of yeah.
I'm willing
I
to
want to
let
see
you.
what the people say.
Hold on. I'm willing to let you drop the children off, and I will care for the children until you can get yourself together. But as far as you coming, fucking up what me and mine's got, absolutely.
I feel like it's why would it be a fuck up thing? It's like, are you that insecure and that fragile that you already had a kid with the person? It don't get no better than that or no whatever. So if you feel like that you so concerned about something happening, then you don't need to be with that person. We already have kids together. We already been there, done that. You came after. So if you so concerned, then go somewhere else with somebody that doesn't have a pre-existing family, and then go do that somewhere.
So if you was
you act like I'm like, all right, come curl up in the bed and just get on the other side. I'll sleep in the middle.
You're not coming to the crib. What you talking about? You're not come. You come when you come to the crib. Drop the children off and have a conversation with me and say, yo, listen, I need to drop these kids off, man, because me and my old man.
It's not an explanation for the kids to go to their house. There's nothing to talk about.
It is an explanation.
There's an emergency. The kids are going home.
So hold on. You think
there's nothing to talk about?
So you think you could just bring the kids and you in your duffel bag? Listen, I got a situation at the crib. I need to come on and sleep on your couch.
No, what I'm saying is for the kids to go home, there's nothing to talk about. If he also needs to stay, then yes, we can have a conversation. But for me, my door is going to be open. Maybe it's because we have a healthy relationship. And if we were to separate as a couple, that doesn't mean that our relationship wouldn't still be healthy. You don't have to have a toxic relationship just because you're not together and as a couple. And so for me, that's how we operate and how we are, and that's just how it will work with us. If the next person ain't cool with that, then I mean, again, fine. This ain't a fit. This ain't a fit.
All right, so let me talk for me. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna have your baby daddy and the children. The children, like I said, the children, yeah, you know, this is the logical way of handling that, right? You just walk to your baby daddy's house and you say, listen, I'm gonna need you to keep the kids for a little while until I get myself together. Me and my old man had a little situation, but you know, I need them to stay here for a little while until this thing irons itself out. That's you.
Irons itself out, or he knock you out with the iron? Which one?
It's not my fucking concern. It's not my fucking concern. It's not. You are no longer my business. You are no longer my business.
That's your family. That's your business.
She is not my family.
She is. Y'all created life together. She is
not. We created children together. You came to me, or we came to each other, and we decided that we were no longer fit for each other, and that we were no longer going to consider ourselves to be family. You was going to be down at your residence, and I was going to be at mine. So what happens and trust me, this happens all the time. People always say, don't worry about what's going on in my house, boo. You worry about what's going on in yours.
Again, that's that ghetto toxic.
That's just what the fuck I'm going to do.
Well, but that's the thing. All right, if that's a relationship that you have with this person from the start, it's not going to be a difference.
That's the relationship I want. Are you
so you want the ghetto toxic?
That's the relationship I want. I want that relationship where you're not concerned about what the fuck's going on in my house, and I'm not concerned about what the fuck's going on in your house.
And again, that could be okay. And then a situation comes up and I need help. And as family, you help family. I'm not saying move the nigga in permanently and then y'all the big Brady bunch. That's not what I'm saying. But let me read the comments. Ashley says, thanks, guys. I love the love from you both. Of course, it's always going to be love and support.
You can't come to my crib.
Keith says if he beating on her, he hitting on them kids. He have to catch these hands.
Who? Man, Keith sounds simple.
Travis says Travis says I'm protecting my kids. I'm worried about getting in my ex situation. Bella says, girl, I hear you, but I don't know if I can do that. Christopher says, y'all both right about the ex. Ashley says, I agree with you, Christopher. I see both views. Keith says that's immaturity. And then there was a poll. Are you protecting your ex? 58% said no. 41% says yes. Travis says, listening to you, Des, I think I'm changing my answer to agree with you. My thing is this, again, if you have a healthy relationship, I'm not talking about this ratchet ass y'all been fighting and y'all been knocking each other's heads between the washer and dryer when y'all was together. I'm talking, you had a spouse, y'all break up for whatever reason, y'all have children. Just because you separate doesn't mean that y'all can't help each other out. Hey, listen, the kids want to go to this game. I don't get paid till Friday. I can't afford it. Which you got? All right, no problem. I'll buy the tickets. Or could you go half? Like, well, all right, I'll drop them off. You pick them up, whatever. You're meeting in the middle as the parents to make life for your child as easy as it can be, right?
For your child.
Again, this is the father of my child, so this is for my child, or vice versa. If it was the mother of your child, if something happens to that person, how do you think the world of your child is going to change? If that person was dead or in jail, you don't think that would be a drastic change for your child to have to process? And you think they ain't going to miss their parent, the parent that was involved with them daily?
Yeah, but the conversation.
Yeah, but what? If you have the power to change it, why wouldn't you change it?
I do have the power to change it. The power that I have is my job and my obligation is to my children.
Right. And again, you would be doing it through the strength of your children. You're not doing it because, I love you so much, baby. No, you're doing it because my child will want you to be okay. Not. So then therefore, I want you to be okay. I wouldn't want you to have to sleep in your car and some shit go down or whatever the case may be. If you're okay, my kids is okay, because at the end of the day, y'all could come here. Hey, listen, I got work tomorrow, or I had plans, whatever. You and the kids, y'all could bang out, do whatever y'all was gonna do. Here's the house key, whatever. You and the kids have fun. Could continue what y'all was gonna do with y'all day. If y'all was going to the zoo, y'all could go to the zoo. If y'all was just gonna have an indoor day and play games or whatever it is, y'all do what y'all gotta do. It's just not at your house, it's at my house. And it's, again, the plan isn't for you to stay here forever. My plan is to help you, which is also helping my kids as a result. And then you go ahead back. And then guess what? I might be in a situation where I need you. Bro, I got a flat tire. AAA talking about 3 hours. Can you come and change this tire for me? Or hey, what? I'm hungry. I'm sick. Can you send me some food or what? It's a family at the end of the day. Whether you like it or not, you created a whole person. That's your family.
It's not.
It is.
It's not. Listen. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But again,
you hear what I'm saying, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. You're not feeling me, bro.
because now you got to take in consideration the person that you're with, right?
Right. And if his baby mother needed help, she need groceries or something.
You are fucking lying.
I promise you. I'm not gonna let no kids go without if I have the power to change it. I have no problem. Again, if you and her gonna be doing something, me allowing you to sleep on the couch ain't gonna change the fact of y'all doing something or not. So I'm not gonna be insecure about that. That's the last thing I'm thinking about. She just got her head knocked off. Hey sis, you need help? Like, do you want to go to counseling? Like, how can I help? Whatever. I'm not gonna get involved with somebody that got a toxic relationship with the mother of their children. Because how you treat her is also how you're gonna treat me. If shit go left, you're gonna treat me the same exact way that you treat her. Fuck all that. I'm not about to be number 2, 3, 4, whatever. It's not going to happen. If you treat her like shit, chances are when you're upset with me, you're going to treat me the same way. The same way how you said when dudes be bum dads to their kids and then you get with them and, he ain't going to treat mine like that. He ain't going to treat mine. And what they do, treat yours exactly like that. Like you said, when the person show you who they are, believe it the first time. So if you showing me that you treating her like shit, you're going to treat me like shit too. So therefore, I don't want you. If you respect the mother of your child, y'all not together, y'all co-parent very well, why wouldn't I, if she said, hey, she got into a situation with her dude, she needs somewhere to go for the night, whatever, why wouldn't I, the same way I would allow Sean to come, I would allow her to come?
So let me tell you straight up, and I just don't fucking believe you.
That's fine. That's fine.
Because I know you. And
well, see, but the thing that you don't know
I know you're
is
capping.
a situation happens similar, not with kids, but I've done it before.
I know you're capping.
I know when to be petty and when not to be petty. And there's a different level of maturity that it takes and is required to be able to help somebody.
Man, I sure
you don't have to like the person personally. And I already did it before, so you don't have to believe it. I already lived it before.
I sure hope these views go up because I know you're capping.
I don't give a fuck about views going up because of my personal opinion. It's not capped. It's not capped. Like I said, I did it before.
I know you. I know that his ex can't come and stay on your couch.
Has happened before. What part of that don't you understand? What part? What? It already happened.
Let me say this on some real shit. You gotta start to live in a logical world. It's no
it
way.
Is like you need to live in a logical world.
When people have children, right? Your job once y'all break up is to protect and provide for the children.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing with that.
After the relationship has resolved, that's your job now. So if the mother of your child comes to you and say, yo, I'm having a little down on my luck right now. Nigga beat me in my head right now. Do you think I could stay with you and yours for a little while until I get myself together? Right? I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a no. I'll be more offended that you came and asked me that. Absolutely. No, I'm dead serious. Absolutely not. But like I said, as a parent, as a grown parent, I'll sit and say, I will take the children until you get yourself together. Go to your mama house, go to your sister house, go to your cousin house, go wherever the fuck you got to go.
Again, and how do you think that their world is going to change by not being with their parent on a regular basis like how they're used to?
Because they're not with me on a regular basis like they used to. So you had to adapt on that. So you got to adapt on this. Your mother going through some shit.
So be petty.
Your mother going through some shit.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's not petty. Your mother going through some shit. You know what I mean? But once she get herself together, you know, y'all reunite. But as far as her,
if I heard that my dad had the power to help my mother and chose not to do so just for the sake of not doing so, and that it hindered me, and I could have had either a better opportunity or built a better, stronger relationship with my mom or whatever, I would have resentment towards my dad because you could have helped and you deliberately chose not to. So that says what kind of man you are, and that's not somebody that I would look up to or want to resemble as a man who I should be married to.
You're gonna have to fucking resent me because at the end of the day, I'm here to protect my children. It's all, and that's what everybody says. It's all about the children.
That's the whole basis of it all, about the children. But so Travis says,
I know my wife ain't gonna be comfortable with my ex on the couch. I know that. I know my wife not even gonna be comfortable if I get my ex a room at the Red Roof Inn. She's not gonna be comfortable if I get a room at the Stanford Motor Inn, at the SMI. She's gonna be like, get the kids and let her figure her shit out on her own. That's why she's an ex. The fuck you mean? No,
she's an ex, but you chose to impregnate that one, so it's different. But anyway, I digress. Travis says, yeah, Des, you talking like a grown person. I like that, and we should be able to still have a good relationship outside the kids. And that's it just builds it up. Now he's saying shut your ass up, but it's facts. Bella says, is there any other way you can help your ex, Des, besides bringing him to your house? I mean, you could if you say, hey, go stay at a motel or whatever the case may be. But if you have a routine and a schedule going for your kids, and now it has to shift and shape up because of a situation that was out of their control, and you have the power to change it, why would I make a bigger inconvenience? You're already inconvenienced by having to leave your home. Like, it's already a stressful situation. And so for me, it's just, what is the point? It's not going to help anybody. They're not going to help anybody. My kids ain't going to benefit from it. The parent ain't going to benefit from it. And I ain't going to benefit from it. So what is the purpose? But the purpose is,
like I said, You explain to your children things are going to be a little different.
Again, that's not a purpose. You're giving an explanation. The explanation is not a purpose.
It's going to be different for a little while. But your mother.
Okay, but what is the purpose? What is the reason?
The reason is we're not together.
Who said anything about being together? Y'all still not gonna be together. We're not trying to get back together.
My job,
nigga, you on the couch.
My job is to protect you. My job is not to protect her.
Okay.
The protection ends once she walks out that door. I wouldn't give a damn if a nigga was dragging her down the goddamn street. Long as my kid ain't in her fucking hand while he dragging.
So your kid being sad and heartbroken, you don't give a fuck about that because they'll get over it.
Listen. I'm
just asking a question. Would you care about it?
That's for the mother to explain to the child
why
she got drugged down the street. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
If your child is being heartbroken and hurt because of what happened to their parent and they're not able to be there as a result, you don't care about that?
Okay, so listen.
You're not answering the question.
I do care about that, but let me elaborate on that. Let me tell y'all what statistics do. Okay? These are numbers for you, okay? 9 times out of fucking 10, the person that gets hurt or killed is the person that had nothing to fucking do with it.
I'm not telling you to go over there and intervene. What are you talking about?
Hold on. Now you done got in this man business, right?
Got in whose business? Because you opened the door and said stay. You didn't have a conversation with the other party. You didn't get involved with the other party. You literally opened your door and said sleep on the couch. That's not getting involved.
That's getting directly. In my goddamn business.
No, it's not.
That is getting in my business.
It's not.
This is what happens, right?
You're saying anything right now.
I'm not saying anything.
You are.
Normally what happens is you open the door. Not saying that I would ever, because I would never, but you open the door. Now you just open the door for her problems to become yours. He knows she over there, right? So now, let's just say he come over there to crash out.
Then he gonna get his brain blown out. You done hit, all right, you hit her ass, but you won't be hitting nothing over here.
Now
you gonna be, this leg gonna be hitting you.
Now I just got into somebody's fucking business that I had nothing to fucking do with.
But you do because you have children with this person. So your child's life is at risk as well.
Out of here. No. Don't bring your fucking problems to my door. Don't drop my children off and go handle about your fucking business. Don't bring your problems to my door, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be explaining to my children why the fuck I'm not around because this goofy motherfucker done shot me or something. Fuck out of here. Bitch, don't come to my door with the goofy shit.
But you gonna say the same stuff. So if he's like, oh, them badass, ugly ass kids or some shit, you gonna be ready to go over there and fight anyway. So what's the difference?
No, I'd rather explain to my children that their mother got into a relationship with a nut ass nigga that killed her than for her to explain to them why the nigga killed me. And I
so the dude over there disrespecting and harming your child, you ain't gonna get involved, or are you gonna get involved?
Different. That's different.
But it's the same. It's the same. It's if you think if he's hitting her like that, it's not gonna trickle into your kids.
It's not. If he's fucking with my children, we got something. I will smile in my mugshot for my children. If he fucking with my children, then that's my problem.
Okay.
But if he fucking with my ex, my old bitch, my old fling, my old lady, fuck out of here. That's your problem, bitch. That ain't my problem.
So Rockwell says,
to my door.
I have no dog in this debate. Christopher says, why have children with the person you wouldn't protect for life? Not die for or throw hands, but let me finish reading the comments, carajo. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, she's married to one.
Not die for or throw hands, but protecting the best of your ability for them kids. Ashley says, I understand you, Des. I'm just not that mature yet. I love your viewpoint. And that's the thing. That's all that it is. I respect that you know that you're not there yet. It's just all in a maturity thing and a security thing. That's all that it is. And that's just bottom line. Mika says, yes, Bella, I'm with you. Travis says, you've been through that with Sean already. So it was not, there was no children involved, but an ex of his had a situation where she needed to come by, have a conversation. And this was early on in our relationship. And I was like, listen, if she feel like she need to talk to you, she need to come have this conversation with you, she need to do this, then go ahead and let it be done. Because again, if you're going to cheat and do something, you're going to do it. Whether I said go ahead or no, fuck that bitch. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So for me, I'm just not. It's just.
a conversation.
She needed somewhere to stay,
And
okay?
you let her
And so
stay?
I'm not gonna put out all of the business and stuff out there.
You ain't gave her
I'm
a
not
name
gonna
or
put all of
nothing.
the business.
You let her
said what?
stay? You didn't give a name or
She
nothing.
did.
You let her stay?
Yeah, she did stay.
Good luck
She
with
did
that.
stay.
Good
She
luck
did
with that.
stay. And 14 years later, the nigga's still here. We got 2
Oh,
kids together.
I'm not worried
So it's
about.
just like, you know.
I am not worried about. I am not worried. Just listen to the
Let me
scenario.
let me
Hold
finish.
on,
Let me
hold
finish.
on.
No, because you done shared enough and you've been
Hold
saying
on.
hold on all
You only
goddamn
got
night.
six-
Now shut
you
the
got-
hell up.
you got
Mika
6 more
says that
comments.
part.
You got
Kendall
6
says,
comments.
nay, I have to agree with Bamboo. Yeah, I don't think I am moving an ex into my house. Maybe we
Hell
might
no.
pay for a hotel for a while,
I
but
ain't paying for shit.
the stepkids can always stay with us. Well, nobody said anything about moving the people in. I think y'all dragging it a little bit, but
No,
it's
you
just
said she
helping
can
out.
stay. You said she can
Right.
stay for a little while.
And I also said they're not moving in, they're staying the night. What are y'all not like listening? And so anyway, Bella says, listening more, I think people not comfortable with what you are saying because they still have feelings for the ex. I think it depends on how you and the ex broke up for this problem. Again, it's about security. If you're not secure in your relationship,
I wouldn't give a fuck
it's
if we
just,
broke
you
up
know,
on the beach watching the
and
moon, the sunrise.
I'm not, if we got feelings,
I
then what we
wouldn't
break
give a
up for,
fuck.
or it just, to me, you know.
Not.
Mika says kids will be fine. And that's the thing. People always say kids will be fine, kids will be fine, kids will be fine. Then they grow shooting up schools or hurting each other, hurting people because, oh, kids will be fine. And then they're not fine. People aren't fine. We got traumas and different things because that's the same line. Oh, the kids will be fine. The kids will be fine. The kids will be fine. They're not fine. And then y'all also don't take them to go become fine. So it's just like, it's a revolving door.
It's not.
Travis says, wait, hold up on that stop. You let Sean X move in with you. She didn't move in with us. She stayed. That's what I'm saying. Nobody moved in, and I'm not suggesting that you move in your ex.
How long did she stay?
She stayed for a week.
Absolutely not.
She stayed for a week.
Absolutely not. Don't bring your problems to my door. You got your problems. That's it. When I go through my shit, I'm not coming to your door either. I mean, I'm more offended that you thought it was okay for you to come here and think that you're gonna stay.
For me, I would be upset if Sean didn't feel comfortable enough coming to me before going to ask a stranger or a friend for help, because we created these kids together. And again, we're family. If you need help and I got it, you got it. For our kids, they're not gonna go without. So, like I said, if I got it, you got it. And that's the type of relationship we established.
If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. If I got it, you still ain't got it. I can promise you that. Ain't no way in fuck. I promise you. And you know what? Maybe it's that generational shit again.
Could be.
because I know people in my generation ain't going for that at all.
I mean, the people in your generation was doing most of the knocking of the heads in between the washer and dryer. So, Ashley says Sean has kids with his ex too. No. There was no children involved. He doesn't have any outside children at all. So
listen, listen, and this gonna sound more fucked up, and it's intended to sound this fucked up.
Oh boy.
But when I'm done with you, I'm done with you. Don't ask me for a motherfucking thing. I promise you. Don't ask me for nothing. If you on fire, bitch, and you know I got the piss, don't roll your ass to me. Stop, drop, and roll the other direction.
Oh wow.
If we have children together, drop my children off, handle your situation, and come back for these children when you've gotten your shit together. I don't give a fuck how long it takes. But at the end of the day, please don't bring your problems to me. I really don't. I don't. Once I got rid of you or you got rid of me, I care not.
Dude, when you have kids with somebody and you're co-parenting, you don't get rid of the person.
If I got children with somebody and I get evicted, right? That's my
not
problem.
You making my cheeks all rosy. No, my face is hot because you pissing me off.
That's my problem. I'm not gonna come to you and be like, hey, you know what? I just got evicted. Do you think I could come stay over here for a week until I could figure some things out? That's my problem. That's not your problem. At the end of the day, don't even feel comfortable to come ask me no shit like that. Especially, you probably have a better chance if I didn't have somebody. If I didn't have somebody, you got about a 40% chance. But if I got somebody, I'm not making my woman uncomfortable for you bitches. You crazy?
Mm.
Fuck out of here.
So there was this quote that I heard that stuck with me, right? And so it says, kindness is the language in which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. And so that's just, you know, that's just something I think that people can be kind
I
and
got,
maybe, and I know it sounds cliche, but the world
I
would
know.
literally be a better place. Like
I,
literally,
I,
literally be a better place.
I got a quote I want to say too.
Oh boy, you
Um,
full of shit.
it's
You full of shit. All right,
hold
guys,
on.
that's gonna
No, hold
wrap
on.
this episode.
No, what do you mean? I got a quote too that I want to share.
It's full
Hold
of
on.
shit. I
It's
already know.
not.
I know you. Yes,
It's
it
not.
is.
I think it comes from the Snoop Dogg. We don't let them hold. Fuck out of here. You cannot come to me with your problems. I promise you, you can't.
Anyway, if you
I
guys
promise
have
you.
another topic that you would like for us to talk about, drop it
Yes,
in the comments below.
we got
Drop it
9
in the
minutes.
comments below and we'll cover it. Now, we didn't forget about the requested topic that was requested last week as far as does everyone get their annual checkups? That's going to be coming up in another episode. So
That's
we
gotta
still have that
happen.
locked in.
That's gotta happen.
If anyone has another topic or opinion about something that they want us to elaborate on, drop it for sure in the comments
Well,
below. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and tell a friend to tell a friend to
but
tell a friend to tell a
but
friend.
technically, we got 8 minutes, right?
Well, what do you
So
want to say? Because
no, because no, I want to say
we
this.
don't talk. We wrap that up.
No,
Don't open it back up.
I'm not talking. I'm not gonna talk about that. Y'all already know how I feel about that. I don't care how immature
All right,
y'all think
go.
I
Moving
am.
on.
I
Moving
really don't
on.
care. Now, I normally don't talk politics, right?
Here we go.
But no, I really don't. I normally
You
don't.
say this and then you talk it all the time.
But Vice President is a nominee or candidate or whatever the fuck he is.
What are you talking about? Nominee?
Hance, whatever the fuck is Vance. He made a comment yesterday that sometimes they make up stories to get the public's attention. So at the end of the day, that kind of made me think like, how much of this shit are they really making up?
Most of it.
So this is what I want you guys to do, and I'm not telling you to vote Trump. I'm not telling you to vote Harris. I'm not telling you to vote anything. I'm just telling you that look at each candidate's policy, right? Their policies, and figure out what works for you. What policy that they plan on implementing that's going to work in your favor, and then that's who you vote for. Never vote Republican just because you're Republican. Never vote Democrat just because you're Democrat. You always vote based on what's going to work for you, because at the end of the
I
day,
think that's one of the best things that you said your whole
yeah,
life.
at the end of the day, you got to vote for what's best for your pocket and what's best for your economical status. You know what I mean? So don't just vote just to vote, and don't just not vote because really don't like a candidate, because then you give it to somebody else. What you should do is we take time to get into other shit. Take an hour out your day to read the policies that they want to implement and put in place. They even got it on Audible right now, where you can hear Kamala Harris Waltz, or whatever the fuck her last name is. I'm really disappointed that she's not using her husband's last name. But anyway, take the time to read her policy. Take the time to read Donald Trump's policy, right? And just see what works for you, what's going to work for you, what's going to work in your best interest. And then that's how you vote. But remember, man, our ancestors had died for us to have this right to vote. You know what I mean? And I mean, they went through all of that for us to have this right. The one thing that we should do is implement it. So vote regardless to what, and just remember, it's more important for you to vote for your legislators and your senators, because they're actually the ones that make the laws. The president just vetoes or not vetoes, or whether it comes tied and vice presidents, whatever, breaks the tie.
But this
take the
energy
time.
needs to be kept often, not just every 4 years.
Yeah, but
Bella says, I agree, but we need to do this for all the levels of Congress, not just the presidency. See, that's exactly
yeah,
100%, Bella.
that's what I'm saying. Make sure
The
that
president has the least amount of control on our day-to-day lives when it comes to these elections. So the closer that they are to home, like when you're voting for your mayor and your senators and things like that, those are the ones that are going to affect your day-to-day living. The president, like, that's on a grander scale. Yes, it can affect how things are, but it's typically, you won't see the change day to day until it's like the long term. Your immediate, your council members, you need to, you just,
yeah. So
get
I mean,
into it.
don't vote just because Taylor Swift said this is who she's backing. Vote for what makes sense for you. You know what I'm saying?
Not for
And
nothing. You ain't got Taylor Swift money. I ain't got the same kind of problem. So just because
yeah,
she voting for somebody don't mean that that candidate is going to work for you. Maybe they will, but don't just vote because blindly because that person told you that they were voting for this person and that's who you should vote for. Then we ain't got the same kind of problems.
Yeah, you only have to do research once every 4 years.
No. But that's exactly what we're not saying. You should be
No, but
doing research every year.
I'm talking about when it comes to voting for presidency. You only got to do your research.
But that again, that's the least of your worries. You need to be doing all the other stuff
on their policies once every 4 years. You know what I'm saying? But when your legislators are up for, vote again, and your congressmen, your senators, and all of them, those are the ones you want to focus on because those are the ones that's going to affect your day to day. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, I appreciate you guys for listening to me just babble about bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
As usual.
Ash, I really hope I'm not gonna sit here and be cliche and be like, yo, I'm gonna keep you in my prayers. When I get on my knees, I'm not gonna probably not even gonna think about you tonight. But what I am gonna tell you is, pray about it. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in God, you know what I'm saying, put it in his hands and let him sort it out. And to all the listeners that's been listening to me just carry on. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I mean? That's how we keep this motor going. All right?
Yes. We love you guys. And that wraps this episode. And we will see you guys later. And be on the lookout for another pop-up coming soon in these next upcoming weeks. So make sure your notification bell is turned on so you don't miss us. And bye. We are out.
Hold on. Where's TJ?
TJ haven't been on. Michelle hasn't been on. We've been watching. But good night, guys.
Good night, everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Thanks for watching. And we out of here.